she is. All right, now, here's how the game is played, Michelle.
Okay.
We're going to play this game by giving you a quiz.
Okay.
Everyone can yell out the answers you think exist, but I'm talking not just about Michelle, but all of you. Ready to go?
Yes.
All right. So the first quiz question, of course, it depends on what time you get up in the morning.
Okay.
Now, many of you don't realize it, but the average time we awaken in America is 5:47 in the morning. Did you know that?
I don't get up that early.
You don't. You know what? I'll give you a couple extra minutes to snooze.
Okay.
Let's make it 6 in the morning.
Okay.
All right? So at 6 in the morning, the buzzer goes off, right? The alarm's in your ear. You got to get up. Here's the question.
Okay.
Sin number 1. What is the first deadly sin? What is the first deadly sin? Right? C it is. C, she said, and it is C. Very nicely done. Now, here's the deal.
Okay.
The first deadly sin, without any question, for me, is not getting out of bed and immediately stretching.
Okay.
We do it all the time. It's the first thing I do when I get out of bed.
Okay.
So we're going to do it together?
Sure.
Okay. So it starts out pretty simple. I have a 7-minute routine, by the way. It's on droz.com. I'm going to do a very abbreviated version. So at first I stand tall, okay? Then you're going to reach forward, touch toes, part of any stretch.
I can't touch my toes.
It's okay, wherever you go to. No, you can go to your knees, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then you're going to go into a push-up position.
Oh, you didn't say
You got to do this.
do a push-up.
We're not doing a push-up. I'm just getting you into the position. Nice job, Michelle.
Okay.
You can, now, take your bottom, your rump to the sky.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. That's good. Now, bring your right leg through your legs.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. I know you can. Yeah, that's good enough. Now, pretend that you're in a sword fight like this. Okay? Sword fighting, okay? Very good. And then, while you're doing that, strengthen and straighten your right leg, and then bend over. This is the best pose in yoga, which is what I do, right? Then you can collapse into your leg and just relax your head down, right? And then you come back up, and you would normally do the same push-up position and do the other side.
Okay.
The beautiful thing
about
no, we're not going to do it today.
Thank God.
What I love about this is just get you breathing. Start your day off centered. Focused on you. So much of what we're going to talk about today with these deadly sins are you proving that you're in control of your life.
I'm in control.
You got it?
I'm in control.
Right, nicely done, Michelle.
Thank you. You're so handsome.
Thank you. Thank you. So, now, where's Janet? Janet, come join me. Hey, Jen.
Hi,
how are you?
Fine.
Thank you for joining. Now we're talking about the second big problem that we have, and it's going to happen about an hour later. So it's about 7 now, right? You've been up, you've done your stretch, you've gone to the bathroom. Now, here's the question. What is deadly sin number 2? Is it taking your vitamins before a meal? Is it skipping breakfast? Or is it going without a shower?
Skipping breakfast.
B. She says B, and the answer is B. It is, in fact, sin number 2. Very nicely done. Now, here's the question. Do you eat breakfast?
No.
You don't eat breakfast?
No. I skip breakfast.
Why do you skip breakfast?
I'm never hungry in the morning.
What if I let you in a little secret?
Okay.
My wife, we've been married almost 25 years. She skips breakfast.
She does?
Yes. We fight about it all the time. She doesn't talk about it publicly, but it'll happen. Now it's public. But it happens. And let me explain what the problem is here.
Okay.
That your body senses a famine when you get up in the morning. You don't have to eat a lot, by the way. But when you're actually suffering from this famine, your body will then begin to say, you know what? I'm not going to bother trying to make ends meet. I'm just going to ravage any food supply I can get when you finally get to food.
Okay.
So I want you always to have breakfast. So have a seat here.
Okay.
And I'll serve you.
I hope I like it.
In my refrigerator, I've got 2 kinds of food. Now, they come in different varieties. This is just a plain old sandwich, right? Easy to make, not a big deal. But this is the magic drink. The magic drink is made up of bananas and blueberries and psyllium husks and honey and soy protein. So let me see what you think about it. The moment of truth, what is she going to think?
Not bad.
You can take that back with you if you want.
I actually do like this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's Mary sitting? Mary, come join me. All right, Mary. Welcome. Now, the clock is now 10 o'clock, and you're about to make a big decision. The third deadly sin. Is it having a second cup of coffee? Is it logging an hour on the internet? Or is it being 10 minutes late for an appointment?
C. That's right, I think it's C.
She's right. She's right. It's C. But the problem with being late is that it actually adds a lot of stress in your life. Because again, you're not in control anymore, right? Other people now have the upper hand on you because you got there late. You dissed them. You didn't honor them the way they need to be honored. Right. And it can lead to chronic inflammation. So walk on over here. Let me show you what it does to us. Okay. It does this to us. And I'm putting this here on purpose. You can put your purple gloves on. You are so lucky.
The famous purple gloves.
The famous purple gloves. And I'm going to show you what happens with chronic stress. Go ahead and flip this up.
Ooh, my goodness.
What do you think that is?
I have
you can go ahead and touch it.
I did touch it.
Yeah. That's a heart.
That's a heart?
Yeah. I point this out to you because for so many of us, we don't realize what happens when we're stressed out. But see how thick the heart is? And you see how it's feel. That's just describe it to everybody.
It's kind of rubbery and hard.
It's hard, isn't it? Heart's not supposed to be hard. The heart's supposed to be flexible. And if you want to avoid this kind of stuff, you need to get back and control your schedule. So I want you to set your watch 5 minutes ahead of time. Simple little task, not a new idea, but then you got to remember that if you're not 5 minutes early for your next appointment, then you are late.
Yes.
We're on the same board here?
Yes.
Mary, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job. Marcia, come on down. All right, Marcia, welcome. Now it's 3 o'clock. Watch the clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the bewitching hour. Deadly sin number 4. What happens at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Is it a daily trip to the vending machine, rushing to the end of the to-do list, or is it angrily sitting in traffic?
They're all saying A, so I'll go with A.
You go with A?
I don't know if I'd pick A, but...
All right, well, she says A, and correct, the answer is A. Now, mindless eating. It's not just a vending machine. It's all the things we do that are foolish. It's going to the pantry one too many times. It's looking at snacks as a way of feeding a hunger that's not going to be fed with food alone. And what I want to plead for is mindful eating. Recognizing what you put in your mouth and appreciating that in order to maintain your weight and your overall integrity of your body, you have to be able to focus on this. Let me show you an animation. This is an animation of the momentum, but more importantly of how the food is digested in the belly. There's the liver up there. The food from lunch is already in your stomach, but if you have a snack at 3 o'clock, especially if it's junk stuff, that junk food goes into the small bowel, is absorbed through the big vein that goes to the liver. And once the food goes to the liver's job is to detoxify your body. So it's trying to detoxify you, but if you're eating stuff from a vending machine or stuff that's not of the kind we talk about, you'll get that big belly fat, that momentum stretches out.
But if it's a healthy snack, it's okay?
If it's a healthy snack, it's okay. That's very wise. So let's go up here and let's look at some healthy snacks. I got an idea for you. Part of the problem that we run into so frequently is that we don't pre-plan our meals. We don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. So what I want you to do is, everybody's going to do this now. We have these little bags, simple to do, and you're going to grab just the right amount of a snack, and you can do this on Sundays. Do them ahead of time. So I'll tell you what, 12 almonds, that happens to be 100 calories, right? 18 pretzels, I'm not going to have you do it. You put them in the bags, mix it up. You put it inside of your little handy bag here, and those are your snacks for the week. And you take one of those, and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't want you foraging for food.
Okay,
You've planned it up. You can take that back with you. Oh, it's all yours. Take it back with you. Thank you very much. Larice, where's Larice? Come on down. All right, Larice. Now, we're taking you through the whole day, and you've got 6 p.m. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, and 6 o'clock in the evening is a dangerous time for deadly sin number 5. Because 3 things could be happening then to you. You're going to have to tell me which one is happening most likely. Is it skipping dinner? Is that the most dangerous sin we have at 6? Is it having a glass of red wine? Or is it relaxing on the couch watching TV?
C? I'll go with C.
C is right. C is right. You get C. Now come on over. Now I want you to sit over there and just have a relaxed good time. Just kick back like you're doing it. Now, are you ever guilty of this habit?
Yes.
Are you willing to consider an alternative to your deadly sin, number 5?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to stand up again. Now, pretend you're sitting down in the toilet.
Well, is it a public toilet? Because if it's a public toilet, that's
public,
different.
do public. It's better. Okay, good. Good. Right. Now, you just stay there for a little while, like you're on the public toilet. If you can do it going to the bathroom, you can do it at home, all right? Okay. And if you can't do this for long, you can stand up and come back down again.
Oh, this is exercise.
Exactly right. So all I'm asking for is a half an hour of movement. Simple to do, easy to accomplish. Okay. It gets you going. And that metabolism after dinner doesn't want to sleep quite yet.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
nice
you.
job with Chris. All right, where's Shelly? Come on down. All right, Shelly. It's the evening now. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. And at 7 in the evening, there's another possible deadly sin. It's the sixth of the deadly sins. Possible answers for you are, you're on a computer chatting, you're ignoring calls from your friends, or you're sharing treats with your pets.
I'm going to say C.
She says C, but the answer is B. It's B.
Loser.
No, you're not a loser. You know what? Deadly sin number 6 is about pulling away from people who are social supports for us. So I want you to replace the deadly sin number 6 of disconnecting with a more constructive way of addressing this way. I want you to come over here.
Okay.
I'll give you a piece of paper, pencil. You can start writing notes while you're sitting in the audience today.
Okay.
And you can do it there too if you want. All right. So I want you to write notes to your high school teachers. I want you to write notes to your. You are?
Yeah.
All right. Then to the other teachers, to old students. Yeah. You can write notes to your doctor. Okay. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Something subtle and small like that. So you stay here and work.
Okay.
I'm going to go to deadly sin number 7. So Carol, where's Carol? There she is. All right, Carol. Nice to see you, Carol. Now, when we sit in the bed here, because
sit?
yes, we're gonna
Not lie?
Not lie yet.
Okay.
But you sit up here so I can sit in front of you.
Okay.
There. Now, that's right. Perfect. Now, let's talk a little bit. Now, notice, it's nice and cuddly. Now, you notice I didn't advance the clock. You get in trouble doing this show sometimes.
I know.
All right. Now, what is deadly sin number 7? Do you think it's forgetting to lock the door? Do you think it's forgetting to turn off the TV? Do you think it's forgetting to plan a bedtime?
I think it's A.
No, it's not A. But the answer is B. It's B. It's now. We gotta figure out your bedtime. I did not advance the clock because we gotta figure out your bedtime ritual. So what we need to be able to do is do the math. So if the average person gets up at 6 in the morning, and you have to sleep 7.5 hours, what time do you have to get in bed to go to sleep?
At least 10.
Yeah, 10 to 10:30.
Okay.
So let's take the clock at 10:30. Let's put it at 10 o'clock. There it goes, 10 o'clock. And I want this to be part of your routine. Building a routine is the 7th best way for you to live longer. We talked about 7 deadly sins. We want you to avoid the 7th deadly sin of not planning your bedtime by always having a routine that you fall into. And by the way, on the weekends too, you ought to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's constant.
Thank you very much. All right, now, if you do those things, I want to share something with you that is absolutely shocking. If you do those 7 things right and make it part of your life, then you will actually shave more than a decade off your real age. And that's a big number for such a small change. So today, this year, I resolve to replace some of my sins with healthy habits. My plea to you is that we all do it together. I'll be right back.
Coming up, he's everyone's favorite. Rocco is transforming his life and inspiring millions, including this man.
This is like a wake-up call for me.
He knows he needs to lose weight to save his life.
My intentions are to do it, but I never get around to doing it.
There's a lot of you in all of our lives.
Both his father and brother died from heart attacks.
That could be me.
There's a lot of things you could die from. I don't think obesity should be one of them.
Is he ready to follow in Rocco's footsteps?
This is not a death sentence. Those numbers behind you are changeable.
That's next.